Very pissed off. I've been travelling. And I come back and watch this shit. I don't know where to begin. Time and time again. I don't want to get stressed. I don't want this guy to stress me because you know what? I don't want to be around that guy. Because I don't like Ollie. I don't like watching Ollie play. I'm sick of this up and down mentality from our fans. Our fans are up and down. Oh, Ollie in. Oh, give him time. It might work. Oh, it's a process. He hasn't built his team yet. He needs more transfer windows. Listening to Gary Neville, listening to fucking Roy Keane, listening to Peter Schmeichel, listening to Ryan Giggs, listening to these donuts who are not managers, I have no credentials to be managers, don't know how to judge what a football team's doing clearly because all of them are failed managers, but people are still listening to them. They are still pundits on TV, but they're failed. Honestly, what needs to really happen is Ollie gone. Gone. I have been Ollie out since March. Before he got the job. Check my videos. It's there. It's there. What? It's there. I'm just saying, it's there. I said this in March. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I can't do it, but what's it? 9 months of Ollie out. I can't. It's just too much. I can't live around that type of negative energy all the time. That's why I couldn't make a video because it's just too much. But we've lost to the team at the bottom of the league. The bottom hasn't won a game at home. We bought defenders, and he said, "Oh, they're gonna make us great. They're gonna make our defense is sorted now. We've sorted our defense." Fuck off. Listen, let me tell you something properly. See, David De Gea, yeah. Since this contract dispute, I thought, you know what, I would sell it. Because I see better keepers out there. And I see keepers, and I'm not saying David De Gea is not a top quality keeper, because he's a top quality keeper, but he's no more world class. Do you know why he's not world class? Because he can't play with his feet and he can't start attacks. And nowadays, to be a world class keeper, that's what you have to be. The bar's been hired and he can't reach that level. So yeah, he can shot stop every now and then. And you know, he's not like an amazing shot stopper. I can look at Ter Stegen. I mean, he's an amazing shot stopper. Amazing. He is not an amazing shot stopper. He has good reactions. That's it. Diving could be better, but he's decreased in diving. I don't know. He's lost confidence. He's just lost confidence. He's lost his position in the Spanish team. You know, he's not even the first choice in the Spanish team. But apparently he's world class and he's not even first choice. Like, how can we have a keeper who's not first choice in their national team? We're doing something wrong here. People don't want to see that. Then with Harry Maguire, 80 million. Yeah, we bought him 80 million. Yeah, he did bits 80 million, but because the only reason why it's so highlighted that he's 80 million because he's our biggest, signing of, the season. So he's our biggest signing of this season and he's failing. Somehow Ollie's made him captain. What the fuck is that? How can Ollie make this guy captain? You can see he has no confidence. You can see he's not really a leader. But Ollie is putting a guy who's not a leader as a leader. It's because, you know why Ollie likes him? I'll tell you why Ollie likes him. Because he's a reflection of Ollie. That's why Ollie likes him. Because he sees himself in Maguire. That weakness, that shyness. Yeah, he's got quality, but he's not a leader. He's just got qualities. Just like Ollie's got certain qualities, like counter-attack. Like, that's Ollie's quality, counter-attack. But he's got nothing else. So, got so many issues around the pitch, but the fact is he doesn't want to buy a midfielder. He doesn't even want to buy a player. Like, people actually think it's because he's a Glazer puppet. But I said this long time ago, all the transfers because he doesn't want them. I read between the lines when I listen to Ollie. He doesn't want players. He wants the same team. And people will be like, that is not possible. That is not possible. Ollie must know that the players are not up to the level. He played with top players. How does he not know? But the difference is, and there's a big difference that people tend to don't think about when people are saying things. And it's not easy to think about these things. But when Ollie says this, it's because he doesn't want to bring new people into his environment, because then he's going to have to manage a person that he may feel uncomfortable managing. Like, he doesn't want to manage strong personalities. He wants to manage weak personalities because he's weak. Because a strong personality will highlight how weak he is. So therefore, he doesn't want strong people in that dressing room. He wants puppets and little kids. So, because with kids will not question you. But even the kids that we have, Gomez, Chong, are questioning Ollie. They don't want to sign the contract. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why they don't want to sign. They don't want to sign because they know they're not going to get games. And if they do get games, he's not a good manager. He doesn't coach them to do the things that they believe are good. Because especially Gomez is a technical player. Ollie can't coach technical players. He hasn't got that technique. He hasn't. His technique is about running and counter-attacking. It's not about being creative. It's not about being creative with Ollie. It's about running and counter-attacking. So players like Gomez will not survive. He believes he needs a number 10 to create chances. But you just need to create patterns of play to create chances. You can play with a free. Like, no top really midfield teams have number 10s. Like, but he still believes we need number 10. Like, you create with the patterns. You create with the play. You create with the possession, with the fluidity of the team. You don't just have a number 10 getting the ball and just slotting people through. It doesn't work like that. It's like your tactics are 10 years old. Like, he's still operating in tactics when he first became a manager. That's why he's out of date. He hasn't moved on, and he's holding on to Mick Phelan, who's also from that coaching era in 10, 12 years ago. He's also there. He's also part of that coaching era that was coaching at that era with those tactics. You know, the new era, he's got McKenna, but I don't think McKenna has a big influence. And Carrick is just a player. So, you know, you got Phil and Solskjaer making a decision. McKenna's just there. But, you know, McKenna can't dictate how to... I think McKenna's a good coach, but I just think he's with the wrong managers. I think his history as a manager for the youth team shows that his teams do play football, but, you know, Ollie doesn't want to implement anything like that because he's a League One manager at best. You know, there's so much going on, so much wrong with the club. And then on top of that, yeah, we have owners and CEOs that are shit. Like, on top of that, but that obviously is an issue, and you can't ignore that as an issue. But I guarantee if we had a good coach who could make a structure, make a plan, because we've got players, we would do a lot better than we do, but we just don't. So we actually don't even know how good these players really are, because the system that they're in doesn't really help them. And we don't know how good they are. We don't know how good, Martial is. We don't know how good Popper is. We're still waiting. That's why we're hoping that they do well, because we don't even know how good they are. It's so mad. It's so mad how it is. You have Mourinho. People be like, oh yeah, but you know the same thing happened under Mourinho, because Mourinho's a shit manager. And look at him at Tottenham. People think that he's going to Tottenham, going to do mad bits. Like, nah, man. Mourinho's outdated. He's an outdated manager. He hasn't got tactics too. So we've had the last two managers with no tactics, and this is why the players are playing how they are. It's not. I see players out there on the pitch. I see like Fred is a player, Pogba is a player, Martial is a player, Rashford is a player, Mason Greenwood is a player. You know, that's at least 4 or 5 players. You know, I think Harry Maguire can be a top centre back. I think Lindelof can be. I think Bailly can be, and is probably the best centre back we have. I think Luke Shaw is limited. I think Wan-Bissaka is limited too. So, you know, we got two fullbacks who are limited. You know, we have limited fullbacks. That's the truth. Like, we have one who's a great defender but poor attacker, and one who really can't do both that well. And so, you know, we're lost. We're lost. But a good manager would see that and maybe adjust to that. Maybe make decisions. People think, oh yeah, no one could do nothing with the players that we got. No one can do nothing with the players that we got. But a good manager then starts to assess the players that we got and then starts to shift them out and bring in new players. So everyone talks like it's like only one stage to there's only one stage to doing something. There's many stages. But people think, oh yeah, he's a shit player. Oh, Pogba wants to leave. I'm going to boo Pogba. Like, boo Pogba for what? He just come back. Like, Pogba doesn't want to be here. Would you want to be there if you was a fucking French international and all this shit is happening at the club? Would you want to be there? And you know that you're a better level. Like, yeah, we could, whatever, man. It's like people think that Man United is the end, be all and end all, and it's not anymore. It never was. Like, it never was. Players always would prefer to go to Barcelona, Real Madrid than Man United under Fergie. It's never been the number one attraction for players. It's been the number one attraction for fans and for entertainment, for business. But for players, Ronaldinho chose Barcelona over us. This is the perfect example. Zidane never wanted to come. Many players Ferguson tried to sign never wanted to come. Because it's a certain style of football. And I think we're still living in that old style of football. Like, we haven't expanded our football levels. And I think it's due to the managers we had. We only had one manager in Van Gaal who tried to play some sort of football, but I think he was just a bit out of date. He just, like, I think when he came to us, I think football had just started to move on to a next type of football, and I think he just was not there. And then Mourinho came and improved that, because Mourinho learned from Van Gaal. Like, Mourinho learned from Van Gaal, so you can see the similar type of football. But Van Gaal is a better, like, would want to develop players like he was developing Rashford and Martial, and other players too. Even Luke Shaw was developing under him. But, you know, this is what it is, and now we've lost 2-0. If he doesn't get sacked, then he won't get sacked anyway. But we lose to Watford. We beat City. We beat Tottenham, but we lose to Watford. That's just weird. Like, it's either you won against Man City by luck, or your players just had a good day. Good day. Because how are you beating Man City and not beating Watford? Just in the space of 2 games. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, how does that even happen? It shows that the only teams that do that are teams at the bottom. They make a big result against a team, and then they play another team and they lose. And it's like, well, that means you're not that good then, because you lose, because you lost against that team. It's just the evidence is all there, and anyone who wants to try and defend him, please try. But no one's listening to you guys, the people that are trying to defend him anymore. Like, you guys are so irrelevant. Like, you guys are so much, like, trying to defend him it's like, you're just like one of those people who are just blind to the evidence. Like, you're just blind and you don't want to accept it. Like, people like that don't tend to really be successful when they're blind. So you guys who are thinking like that, you got to stop thinking like that. I'm just trying to help people out. All I know is Man United are fucked. And that's all I can say. We're fucked. 2-0. Why didn't Greenwood stop? He talks about Greenwood. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. He lies. I tell you what, he doesn't like Greenwood. I don't care what anyone thinks. Yeah, I'm the one who said it. It might not be proven, because he might get sacked before it can be proven. But trust me, he doesn't like Greenwood. I have my theory, but he doesn't like him. If you like someone, you try to help them. I see him try to help Rashford. I see him try to help Pereira. Yeah. I've seen him try to help. Dan James, like he's tried to help these guys. Like with Greenwood, I haven't seen him try to help him. I haven't seen him try like, yeah, his games. I want you to start. Like everyone else gets what they want except Greenwood. Like, and Greenwood has scored 7 goals. He's the second highest top scorer, and he's 18, just turned 18, and he doesn't want to play him because he thinks he's inexperienced. But he's doing. He doesn't like Greenwood.